Today we are going to be driving something a little bit different. Like the last episode, we will be in a Maserati, but this guy is a little bit bigger and the track is just a little bit smaller. With the Highlands short circuit, we're going to see how fast we can hustle this SUV around the track. As always, I'm going to be starting out in the stock tune just to get a feel for things, and then I'll try and tweak it to see if we can go faster. It looks like the world record lap is going to be a... Let's see what we get. Eventually this will load. There it goes. 54.867. That looks like it's going to be hard to beat. Let's see what we got. I've always been a fan of driving big, large vehicles on small, tight tracks. This track really isn't that tight, but it's just fast enough to let you get up to enough speed that you kind of wish you had some runoff room. Also, this cobblestone has no traction to it. Hopefully the four-wheel drive will help us dig out. Also, the extra suspension travel should help us over these bumps. Seems to have some pretty good power coming out of the corners. It turns in, but then you kind of get some mid-corner push. Yeah. You could kind of feel the weight of the SUV right there. And right here. Actually reminds me a bit of an SRT Jeep I drove once. Very heavy, yet very nimble, but all the suspension magic in the world still can't fix the physics of the fact you're trying to hustle something that weighs this much around a really small course. Braking a little deeper this time. I need to be more aggressive on the throttle. It's got the traction coming out. Couldn't quite get it turned in right there. Back on the power. Okay, so far so good. Haven't put it in a wall yet, which means I'm not getting close enough to them.
Good job, that's your best time so far.
Going a little deeper every time. This might be too deep. Nope, just right. Definitely could have gotten to the throttle sooner. We still seem to be quite a bit off the pace. This course really does have a nice flow to it. Yeah, picked up a lot of understeer. Definitely hustled out of that corner sooner. Yep. There we go, we finally found a wall.
Good job, that's your best time so far.
Okay, so it looks like we are getting in the ballpark right now. We're at a 55.5. I think it's about time we start messing with the setup. Restart the session. Let's start off with the gears. Okay, can't change that. Tires. No stickier compounds available, but I am going to lower the tire pressure. Try and see if we can up the grip levels a bit. We're going to go with, say, we'll go 27 all the way around. 27 all the way around sounds good. Fuel, we don't need to do 16 laps. Probably only going to do a maximum of maybe 7 laps, maybe. Yeah, I'll make it 7. Electronics, I like my ABS. Camber, definitely feel like this car needs more front camber. It is a slow track, but I just can't see having more front camber Parting it. Toe. Yeah, toe looks alright. Brake bias and power. We can't adjust the bias, so we'll leave it as is. Okay, let's see what we can do now. Here we go. I think I was driving it just a bit too timidly, so hopefully with a bit more aggression we can get the times we want. Get on that throttle soon. Try and use up all the room on exit. Bit of a four-wheel drift going on there. Feels fun, but it's not fast. Yep, there's the edge of the car. Looking at my tire temps right now, I think I might have made the wrong move lowering the tire pressures. Still haven't hit the right side of the car, so must be going too slow and not tight enough on those apexes. Try and hit this apex just a little bit later. Got a little better drive off, but I don't think it netted us anything. There we go, nice and tight right there. Back on the power. Yep, had to lift. Tagged the rear bumper that time. Now we're starting to lose body panels. I don't really think I need a downshift right there. That one rear tire is really getting a walkout. The driver's rear, it's just getting way too hot. Not sure what corner is putting the pressure on it. Was it just unloading when I slide it over the corner? Try and keep this nice and tidy. Yeah. It's not getting the drive off that we need. Okay, yeah, we are... I think we went backwards in performance, actually. Doesn't quite feel as fast. Let's do a little bit of experimentation. I'm going to reset this. Take the fuel out. And based on my logic, this should be a faster car. Let's see if the little bit of tuning I did actually made it slower. And this vehicle doesn't like camber. Don't see why it wouldn't like camber, but I guess there's a chance. Okay, here we go. I think I'm short shifting it as well. There was a nice corner right there. I think that's the best I've done that little complex. I think I'm coming. I always feel like I'm overestimating my speed going into that corner. I'm just gonna restart. So I gotta remember, push harder everywhere but that one corner. Because I think I'm just pushing too hard. Yep, had to lift. Just a bit. This car really can get a nice drive off the corner. Yep, finally found that inside. Now we're getting close. Here we go. Bit easier to this corner. So I can get that nice drive off. Much better. Not going for the downshift this time. Just carrying the speed. I gotta get to the gas sooner here. Yep, too soon. Got the edge. This lap should still be faster though.
Awesome, John. You've just improved your best lap time.
Yep, found the inside wall again. At least now we're kind of finding where our fenders are. Starting to meet the walls. I'm still just not getting the drive off the corners I think I need. Yep. Got hit with the understeer. Okay, so it looks like I need to make up about half a second. Let's restart, make one last set of tuning adjustments. I'm going to take a little more fuel out. And, well, I wonder if it's the camber setting or the tires. I think it was the tires, actually. I'm going to leave them where they are. Toe. I kind of like zero front toe. I've always found that seems to work for me. Camber. It has a lot of rear camber. I wonder if I'm going to take some rear camber out of it. Should give it a little bit more drive off the corner, I think. And also give me a bit more rotation going into corners. So, or mid-corner rotation, I guess, because it's going to loosen up the rear at speed. I think I've got that figured out right. Sounds good to me. Let's see how this goes. So let's push for that world record lap. And restart the lap. Yep, too hot into that corner. Yep, that curve is not friendly. Okay, we're a little behind this lap. Try and get it on the next lap I see, unless I have a mega last section. That's interesting. Taking camber out seems to have caused this car to understeer more. Maybe it's all in my head. If I knew better, I'd say this car suddenly understeers more. So I would have thought taking out the rear camber would have had the opposite effect. Oh, found that wall again. Oh, we are way offline. Okay, yeah, this isn't going to work. Well, we've messed that up pretty well. So, taking rear camber out made it understeer. So does that mean this car doesn't like much camber? I'm going to try something. Let's just take this camber as low as it will go. Leave it the same in the rear. Let's see what happens. That's a little bit of an experiment. See if we go faster or slower. Now, in my head, this should be way slower. Oh yeah, I've definitely lost some front end grip. Yeah, it's definitely fighting me now. Is it? I'm not really 100% sure right now. Yeah, it's just plowing. Okay, so let's start again. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a setup battle, I see. Let's reset the setup. Take the fuel out. Camber. I'm just going to leave it like it is. Toe, you know, I'm going to zero the rear toe. That's what I'm going to do. There we go. Zero toe all the way around. Sticking with the stock camber. Let's see what it can do. There's some rotation. Still not getting the drive off I want. Almost went in too hot. If this car just had a little bit better on-power acceleration and turning, it would be a true monster. Yeah, we had a really good last section right there.
Awesome drive, you've just improved your best lap time.
We improved our time. Yep, got that inside wall again. Just nicked it, we're getting close. Yep, way offline. Okay, this lap's kind of a throwaway. So now we've only got about 3/10 of a second to get that world record. We can get that. I think I finally got this section right for once. Let's get a nice run down this straight, use up all the track. Yep, got that inside wall again. Start getting back on the gas. Yep, way sideways. It's definitely not ideal. I think we've overheated the tires now. Yeah, we still got a pretty good run. So it seems like that previous corner we were just at, and probably this one, are the two corners I think I need to get really right if I want that world record lap. Okay, here we go again.
You just improved your best lap time, good job.
There we go, didn't get the inside wall that time. Short shifted it. Need to remember to stop doing that. Keep it nice and tight. Try and wait a bit to get a straighter exit. There we go. Yep, messed it up. It's really hard sometimes to gauge these corners. If you get them a slight bit wrong, you don't notice it until you're already in the wall. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna quite get it. Let's go again. There we go. Another nice clean exit. Easy on the brakes and on the throttle. Let the car take a set. Get a nice clean exit. There we go. Remember to let the car rev out second gear. There we go, all the way out to the wall. I don't think we're going to get it.
That's an improvement on your best lap time. Good
We're making
job.
improvements, but not the leaps and bounds I need. Starting to get a bit of a groove though. exit. Got a terrible exit out of that corner though. So I pretty much gave it all away. Yep, and we're in the wall. Okay, so we got a little bit better that time. I don't know. Maybe just restart and give it one last go. Let's run this fuel tank till it's empty. Okay. There's so many objects to use for like finding reference points on this track. There's actually too many. It's hard to really pick one item and train your eyes to single it out. This car is actually quite fun to drive though. Really handles nicely. It's predictable. I think we're doing pretty well on this lap.
Well done.
We
Brilliant
did it.
drive. That's a world record.
We didn't even need to burn the tank out. And that is just by the absolute skin. Just skim by there. That is barely a world record. But hey, we'll take it. Beggars can't be choosers. Well, let's watch the replay. So it's going to be this very last lap here. Let's rewind it. Try it a little bit quicker. I kept it off the walls that time. And I'm really not sure actually what we improved on. I think I just finally put together all the good corners into one lap. Okay, let's start from right here. This is probably a good camera angle. Let's see here. We got a really nice run onto this corner, but I think that we could have still used a little bit more cornering. This was alright, not great, but alright. That section was surprisingly messy, but I was able to carry the speed, so it all seemed to walk out. This right here is where I think I had my gains. Even though I was, once again, way off the apex and wide, I was able to carry the speed, which seems to be surprisingly important in this vehicle. It's a little bit of a momentum vehicle, actually. Much better line through there that time. Keeping it flat all the way to the finish. Yep. That was okay lap. Well, thanks for watching. Have a great day.